Hi everyone. I have sort of a collective haul for you. I have several different places and things that I had to go to in the last couple weeks. None of this was done all at one time by any means. I had to go to a bunch of different stuff. I had to do some grocery shopping, that kind of thing. So on the way, I've been hunting for these moisture eliminators at Dollar Tree. I haven't been hunting, but the last couple times I'd been in, they didn't have them. We use these in the camper, and I use a couple in my laundry room to keep things drier. And so they were on a list. I actually keep a list for Dollar Tree. Anyway, so I went into Dollar Tree, and of course, if you go into Dollar Tree, you can't come out without buying stuff. So I treated myself to a few new things, and a few things I think I've already had before. I don't know, last time I was in and bought things at Dollar Tree, they had this new fabric that is kind of a rougher weave. It's like a madras plaid, or a madras. And I wanted them all the first day. I just really wanted them all, but I have too much fabric, so I did not buy them all. But I treated myself to a couple more. I really like that blue one, and I really loved it with this green one. And they're just really nice, bright colors, and they just made me happy that day. I'm trying to get it open so I can open it up. I should have opened it before. With Dollar Tree going up to $1.25, I'm a lot more careful with what I do get. I shouldn't have been. I should have been before, but at $1.25, a fat quarter is not bad for 100% cotton. Anyways, I thought those were really cool together, so I went ahead and got those. And of course, I was in the stickers, and I'm pretty sure that I have these, but they're really, really pretty. And after using some of the Dollar Tree rub-ons, they're a little different than the old kind of rub-ons, so I really liked them a lot better. So I went ahead and got myself more of these because I think they're beautiful. And I got a set of the butterflies too. And I may have the butterflies as well, but I went ahead and got one set of each of those. And then I saw these, and they have a bunch of other alphabets and things. The alphabets didn't really trip my trigger at all, but I love to use numbers in my pieces, and so I did get the numbers. And again, these are rub-ons, but they kind of come off like a sticker. I did find that when I used them, you want to cut out whatever piece it is. You cannot just rub down one piece because the whole thing will stick. They're a little sticky on the back, so they're a little different than the old style of rub-ins. And I really liked that one. I got a couple of these. These are canvas boards. They're little 8x8. I think they're 8x8. That's what they're... Yeah, 8x8 canvas boards. And I have some pouring paint, which somewhere along the line I'm going to get time to play with. So I got a couple of those because I didn't have any that size, I don't think. And then I picked up these. I have been doing a project where I've been using some bling. And I don't use a lot of bling, but... and I got this package because it had a bunch of different colors in it, and I'll only be using, little pieces at a time, just one or two of the little things. So the fact that it's multicolored was kind of nice because that way I don't have to buy a bunch of different sets of bling when I don't use that much bling. And then the other day, Jeff and I had to go out to do a few things, and we went by Ollies. And Ollies and I have this love-hate relationship over books because I can't seem to leave them there. So they love it when I come in, and I hate it when I go home because my wallet's emptier. But I have been kind of collecting, and I really need to get to that project. It's just been kind of crazy. I really want to do some more calligraphy and letters and things like that. And this book was there, and it's got some really interesting alphabets in it. The other books have instructions and alphabets in them as well, but one of the things this one had that I didn't see elsewhere was quite a few of the fonts have numbers, and what I really needed was more the this is like, let me bring in okay, you can see the brush strokes and what you have to do to make numbers. And as I just said, numbers are one of those things I really like in my artwork. So I thought that this would be a good book to pick up. And I don't remember what it was, you know, $2.99 or so probably, because most of their books are not that expensive. I did buy one that was a little more. And I probably will not be drawing in this book, but it had some real interesting things, that illuminated letters and just different things, and I thought it was really cool. It also talks about how to manipulate your brushes so that you get multiple colors out of them. Somewhere, I think I read it. Anyway, so that was the first one. Well, this isn't the next one, but that's okay. This was the one that was most expensive, and it was $4.99. And I probably would not have gotten it if it was just the book for that, because it's really a cool book, and it has some really interesting, it's about looking at shapes, and it's really a kid's book, but you know, that's my drawing speed, is kids book speed. So it was really interesting in how it breaks things down into shapes. And I know that information, but it doesn't hurt to repeat it for myself, because obviously I don't draw the way I'd like to. And it mostly has characters and things in it that you're drawing that are interesting to kids, but at the same time, any kind of drawing skill is an added skill. So I thought I would work with that. But then the sketch pad intrigued me. And I don't know that you can see the whole thing, so I'm going to turn it this way. The sketch pad isn't just a sketch pad. It's a sketch pad with borders, which I thought was really, really interesting. This one is actually a robot right there. And the paper's nice. And I really thought it was a fun sketch pad. I don't know that I will do my practicing in here, but these would be fun included in junk journals as pages. So this one is another kid's book, but it had some really interesting ways to look at things. I really like this. It says, what is one color saying to the other color? Which that's another way to look at where you take the next piece of your art page. Is like, okay, what does those two greens or that yellow and green say to the other, and what would the next step on your page be? And then it asks why they're together. You know, color interactions and what it makes you see and feel. I like this. Make the gray scribbles into sheep. So it is a kid's book, but again, it was very inexpensive, $2.99, $3.99, something like that. So this is a quote by Pablo Picasso. Some painters transform the sun into a yellow spot. Others transform a yellow spot into the sun, which I love his quotes. It has some things you're supposed to paint and whatnot. This doodle is really cool. And I liked this part about describing the colors. I think that's a really interesting page. Anyways, yeah, I got that one. And this one is the Art of Brush Lettering, and it's like the other one that I got to go with the first lettering one. But this is about using a brush or a brush pen instead of a calligraphy pen, which is a flattened tipped pen. And the other two calligraphy sets I got had some information about this, but not as much. So I thought it would be very helpful. It, of course, talks about supplies, always. I have to look that up. I don't know what a stained by Sharpie is. I'll have to kind of take a peek at what those are. Anyways, it talks more about using one pen and a brush pen, and it's because you don't have to lift your brush. It's all one fluid movement. And so in other words, there's not steps. It's basically one movement. So, and it breaks down the letters very precisely. So I was like, okay, yeah, I want that one. Okay, I've got one more book that I got, and then we'll go on to the thrift store stuff. This is Drawing for Joy, 15-minute daily meditations to cultivate drawing skill and unwind with color. So it's 365 prompts for aspiring artists, and I don't know that I will work through it one prompt at a time, but it does break them down into weeks and talk about different things. Week 1, week 2. I haven't read the whole book yet, but it was very interesting. I thought some of it is Zentangle things, some of it is drawing things, looking at shapes. So there's a bunch of different things, drawing in and around, finding balance, different things like that. Putting patterns together is kind of the Zentangle thing. Just coloring. I was going to look towards the back. Simple mandalas, snowflakes. So it again was one of those things I didn't need, but I've been working with this stuff. This page intrigued me, and I know these principles, but I was intrigued by the fact that they used these head shapes that were a little bit different, and I always try to do that when I'm just, practicing and trying to draw faces, is try to make the head shapes just a touch different, not always using the same heart-shaped head face or whatever, kind of thing. So I liked that one too. So I got all those books. And then, because we were out and because my husband's a sweetie, he took me to, I don't know, 4, 5, I don't remember, book thrift stores, and honestly, there were several I didn't find anything in, and then I found one or two things here or there. I didn't find a lot, but I did find a few things, and this was one of them. These are water-soluble pastel painting sticks, and I have some pastels, but they're oil-based, so I don't know exactly what these are, but they were very reasonable, and they're darn near brand new. And I got them home thinking I had paid $2.99 for this many. When I got home, I found out that I actually got that many. So there's a real nice natural palette, and then there's the brighter palette. So I really thought that would be fun to play with. And I haven't played with a lot of pastels. I did wish I had some when I was playing with my jelly plate, because you can put pastels down on your jelly plate and use them and then pick it up with paint, which also sets them in place. And I don't know if these will work for that or not, but I thought it might be fun to try. And like I said, they were very reasonable, so I got those. Okay, the next store had, I guess I had these. It was yellow ticket day, so I paid $1. And I have been wanting a bigger crochet hook for a project, and not sure exactly how big, because it's one of those things where I don't have a pattern. It's just got something in my head. And these are kind of pricey when you go to the store, when they get these big ones. And I just, since I didn't know exactly what size I wanted, and I haven't been able to play with it just yet, I decided I would wait. I think I have one that may be like one size smaller than this one, but I'm thinking what I want is this middle one. I'm not sure, and I don't know, but for $1 to get some that I thought were not in my kit already, I got those. Same store, I got this. Now, this is textured paintable wallpaper. Let's roll it this way. And obviously, I don't use it for wallpaper, but this stuff is really a lot of fun on the jelly plate. And I pick up these whenever I find them. One of these days, I'm going to put a kit together for everybody. Just cut up pieces to use on your jelly plate, and have and like sell them, because I've been collecting these rolls for a while, and I have used this stuff on my jelly plate and love it. And I did not have this pattern, and this one actually gives me two different kinds of pattern. It gives me this circle, and then it gives me this other piece in the middle. So that one's going to be a little harder to cut up, but I'll figure it out. Okay, gotta put this away. Then, okay, I have just a couple more things. Then we went to lunch, and you know, I've been collecting these for a while. These are the silverware things. One of these days, I'm going to make a journal with these. I don't know how many I have. I might have enough to start. I haven't figured it out yet. But whenever they come to the table and they're still clean enough, and they don't get laid in water or something, I pick them up, because one, I really think they're cool. I mean, you could use these just to make a cute little pocket on a page. They would make adorable pockets. And last but not least, we went one more thrift store, and I got these, and I got them. I don't need them, but they intrigued me greatly. And it was, the shelves were half price that day, so they were $1. If they'd have been $2, I probably would have thought about it harder. These are index cards but they all have a tab. They're like file folder tabs on index cards. And I'm sure I could buy these elsewhere. But for some unknown reason, they really intrigued me. And I don't know whether I would do an index card a day project with them or just what. The other thing is I was real pleased. They're a little heavier and they're lined on both sides. So they're a little different than regular ones. And there was some plastic dividers in that container. So I got those. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. It was not, I mean, I have not been shopping a lot. And I certainly don't need anything. So, but we needed to be out. And I needed some entertainment, I guess. It's been kind of a crazy few weeks. Anyways, guys, so that's my little collective haul of all the little odds and ends of things I got while I was out and doing stuff. I hope you're all having fun, and now I'm going to tell you, go have fun. Make some art. Bye-bye.